Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 10th anniversary celebration event today. Before we get started, let me share my screen for everybody and I'll do a little bit introduction of today's session. Are you all able to see my screen? Great. So
Yes.
welcome. Yeah, great. Welcome everyone. Today, the event, we have the topic of empowering the youth, and we're going to discuss a little bit about uniting youth leaders for impact. And 1 second. I think I am sharing the wrong file. Just give me 1 sec. Oh, wait, is the correct one. So let's keep going. Keep it going. Um, Yeah, so today we have our speaker, Olesia, and she's going to discuss a little bit about her experience of uniting youth leaders for impact and innovation. I'll introduce more about Olesia later. Before we get started, there are several housekeeping things for people. It's also key reminders for everybody to notice. The first one is we don't know each other. Maybe you have some encounters with Pim or with Olesia beforehand. Maybe you joined Pim's program earlier, but currently I'm sure like the participants, maybe you don't know each other yet. So it'd be great if you can share a little bit about your name, your location under the chat box. If there's anything, other things like your hobby, what you do, and you wish to connect with more people, so feel free to share more information in the chat box. We have today the session we won't have a lot of people. It's like a tiny sweet session for everybody to meet with each other, so feel free to share more information and get connected with each other. It's a very great opportunity. And the second thing is when you have any questions, if you have any like something you want to ask to Olesia, something that you want to figure out, feel free to share it in the chat box anytime during the sharing or during the introduction, anytime, just to type it. And there will be a QA session after Olesia's sharing, and we're going to go through your questions, and Olesia will try her best to answer all of them if time allows. But if time, like if we have too many questions, maybe yeah, you can connect with Olesia online. You can find her on LinkedIn. So yeah. The second thing is the video, like the meeting is going to be recorded. Currently, it is being recorded right now. So just a heads up for everybody. If you have some privacy concerns, feel free to maybe turn off your camera or something. But if you are totally okay with it, feel free to turn on your camera so the session will be more interactive. Olesia and us will be able to see you. The recording will be used for social media use later, and we're going to publish the recording on YouTube for like in the future when we have other people who are interested at uniting the youth and the youth power, also about social impacts. They will be able to find this video. And at the end of this session, I just hope everybody can stay until the end, and we're going to take a group photo. It will be a part of Pim's 10th anniversary celebration. Yeah, so these are the housekeeping things for people to keep in mind. After that, let me introduce a little bit about PIM. So the full name of PIM is Purpose in Motion. PIM is a social enterprise, and we provide education, resources, and networks for young people so that they can be leaders and change makers that they want to be. And we try to achieve that mission by designing and running programs that aim to solve social and environmental problems and achieve the SDG goals set out by the United Nations. Also, this year, 2024, is the 10th anniversary of PIM. We look forward to building more connections and providing more high quality, like more programs with high quality to the whole world and to the youth. So let's take a look at the impact of PIM in the past 10 years. We have more than 13,000 aspiring leaders participated in more than 50 programs. and we have more than 110 countries reached via online or offline programs. Also, you can take a look at the fundings and amounts that we have mobilized to organizations and the startups. So we look forward to more impacts and more fundings, more countries to reach in the future. And if you want to stay connected with PIM, you can always find us on LinkedIn, on the website. So feel free to do so. Then here is the PIM's 10th anniversary celebrations. Here's the link, and you can just find more about PIM by getting into the website of us. Okay, now we're moving to session about like what we're actually going to talk about. So it's our great pleasure to have Olesia today as the speaker. And Olesia, actually, she's based in Beijing, and she has been living and working in Beijing for the past 8 years. Olesia has also she is currently the CMO of SCOLAR, and SCOLAR is a social enterprise running projects in youth entrepreneurships and cross-cultural education. I just introduced very briefly about Olesia, and I can give the floor to Olesia herself to talk more about what she does and what she cares about, etc. So Olesia, can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
Olesia, I'm not sure if it's just me.
Yes,
I was not able to hear you very clearly.
Yeah,
okay,
can you hear
now much better.
right now? Yeah, okay. I just don't need to move too much.
Yes.
Front of my computer. Yeah, thank you so much, Haolan, and Leslie. And first of all, also would like to say a couple of words congratulating Purpose in Motion, on 10th year anniversary. Yeah, and I'm very happy and super proud to be part of all your sessions. Yeah, also being a mentor for startups teams, from all over the world for the past 2 years already. Yeah, it's my second year with Purpose in Motion. So thank you so much. And I'm in Beijing. Yeah, you can see it from my background. Yeah, beautiful Beijing. It literally just came from this district, which is behind my back, Goma. Yeah. Let me start. Yeah. Or you can share. Go into session regarding the social entrepreneurship and social innovation, because this is something what I'm involved in for the past already, and it previously involved, but now involved pretty much. So who am I? Haolan already gave a very huge introduction, very nice introduction. So right now I'm a chief marketing officer at SCOLAR Network. We'll also introduce SCOLAR a little bit like in a while. Also wearing too many hats at the moment. I'm also a World Economic Forum Global Shaper, Beijing 2 Hub alumni. After being active in the hub for 3 years now, already turned an alumni and still trying to contribute to our Beijing team here with social impact projects. And on another side, I'm also working with Tencent, which is the biggest internet company in China. Working on digital payments and other like remote work tools. There I play the role of outreach manager. A little bit like HR, looking for the best talents around the world who are working in tech. And also for the 2 years cooperating with Purpose in Motion. So what was my story? It's actually very similar to probably lots of international students who were coming to China and still coming. A lot of international students are coming to China to study, choosing the universities here. So first time I came to China in 2015, it's already 8 years ago. To Peking University and studied Chinese there. So I can speak a little bit of Chinese till now. 8 years passed. Then I basically returned to my own country to graduate. And because I really like the quality of education in China, so 1 year later, I came to China for the second time again. And afterwards, just decided to stay here, to be based here, and to develop my own projects, and also helping like other tech companies to develop their social corporate responsibility projects as well. And while I was a student in 2017, I joined SCOLAR, which was co-founded by my friend. We'll also introduce SCOLAR a little bit later. And afterwards, I basically got like new projects every like other year. Which is because right now everyone is talking about project economy, project-based economy, and I think it's quite a good trend. While you are, as a young person, as a young leader, can work on multiple projects, not just in China, but around the world, and also connecting China to the world. Working with other countries. And fortunately, by starting just volunteering for SCOLAR, for nonprofit in China, I turned it to my full-time job right now, and this is what I really recommend everyone to do. To try to transform your passion into your full-time job. For now. And also would like to talk a little bit about the concept of social enterprise and social entrepreneurship in general. Would also recommend you some resources a little bit later. The resources. So right now globally, there are around 10 million social enterprises. This is a very huge number. And though most of us would probably feel a little bit skeptical about social enterprises because it's an enterprise but social, and it seems it cannot earn money like that much. It's not that commercial. Still, as just the World Economic Forum report about social enterprises, the latest one says social enterprises are making $2 million, trillion dollars in annual revenue. And it also, social enterprises also create more than 200 million jobs for the young people. And it's a very good trend. So social enterprise to me is just like a regular enterprise, which is also capable to build profits, to bring profits, but also make our world a little bit better. You can also go and check this report. It's very, very nice, containing a lot of numbers. Also about the projects and platforms I'm involved in, it's like 4 platforms. Mostly I'm involved with SCOLAR, Global Shapers, especially in Beijing, and Think program, which is a program by Tencent, by the biggest internet company in China. Okay, so here you can laugh a little bit. Because this is my old picture. Maybe I look a little bit different right now. But this was the very moment when I got interested in the social impact, in social entrepreneurship. So this was the time when I started for my bachelor degree, almost 10 years ago. And I got a scholarship from my university for being the most active student. It's like also kind of award. It was very hard to get. But when I got this scholarship, which was more than enough by that time, for just an ordinary student, I just donated my whole scholarship to the pet shelter, just the whole amount, and was so happy about it. You can see my happy face here. And basically, like after this this occasion, I decided that I could also probably work on some social initiatives, which go beyond just donations, because like social and entrepreneurship is very different from like charity and just giving donations. But this was the very first moment when I got interested into this field. And this is also my first day or night in China in 2015. I just arrived to the Shoudu, to the capital airport, to Beijing. Still holding the constant noodles. Fanbian mian. And never knew, we always think like about entrepreneurs as very successful people, owning their own companies, running multiple projects. But basically, I just want you to tell you, that not everyone is so perfect, and probably your beginning or your start might not be that perfect. But afterwards, you can learn, you can gain a lot of new knowledge. You can also practice, try a lot of new things, try new knowledge you didn't try to learn new knowledge you didn't have before. But this picture, it always reminds me of the start, of the moment when we all start. And this is very different page from that one. Right? You see so many new faces here, so many people here, coming, I don't know, I've tried to count it before, but probably more than 50 countries, all coming to Beijing for different programs I was part of during the past 8 years, and this is something I'm personally proud of. Yeah, so this slide is about SCOLAR, SCOLAR Network, which is the full name of the organization I'm currently like fully working on. Yeah, so SCOLAR is a youth platform. It started with a volunteering and then later transitioned to social enterprise. It's already a social enterprise right now, quite successful. So we started just with a very narrow circle of friends, like around 5 to 7 people, just in Beijing. But now SCOLAR grew to 15 cities around 9 countries, which cover Central Asia, China, also South Asia, just like India, Pakistan, and Nepal. And now we are also trying to expand and go to other countries. Yeah, and I feel like, yeah, this is my personal achievement and also achievement of the whole team who was working on SCOLAR from the very beginning. Yeah, and SCOLAR right now is running various projects. Yeah, in cross-cultural education, in youth entrepreneurship, yeah, also organizing a lot of international events to build this bridge between youth of different countries. And yeah, we are operating as a social enterprise right now. Yeah, and these are the pictures from our events, yeah, from different years. And the second platform I'm involved in is the Global Shapers, especially like Beijing community, Beijing too. Yeah, and I would really, yeah, I would give some recommendations on the next few slides. Yeah, here just introduce a little bit about different communities. So Global Shapers is a youth platform under the World Economic Forum. Yeah, by the way, there's like Summer Davos right now happening in China. Yeah, so basically through Global Shapers, you can also run your own social impact projects. Yeah, and also cooperate with other teams of the Global Shapers in other countries. And I would say that Global Shapers also gave me a lot of experience, also gave me a lot of connections. And probably this is like one of the best platforms which you can use to build your social project, yeah, or your social enterprise, because here, like I think Global Shapers, they unite a lot of young people who are motivated to do something good for the society in their communities and in their countries, and also on a global level. And this is where you can find like-minded people, yeah, or you can find your mentors. And I would really like to recommend you to join this platform because it is based like worldwide, yeah, in more than 500 cities. And yeah, I personally was involved in Global Shapers.
Olesia, I guess you have to lean backward a little bit to not block your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. Right there? Like that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Our time.
Not right now. Nope. Nope. Is there something like wrong with your microphone? Maybe we can test a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah, now it works.
Like
yeah.
Okay, I'm not moving anymore. Yeah, it's just my laptop.
Okay.
It doesn't recognize.
Yeah, now it's perfect.
Maybe it only recognizes Chinese. Yeah, it's because it's a Chinese laptop. Yeah, so here, yeah, it's another project which I got involved into when I was just a student. Yeah, but I'm still part of it. It's a program like CSR program together with Tencent, big internet company in China. Yeah, and here like I work on the program design. Yeah, and also attracting successful young entrepreneurs from abroad, based in different countries, to come to China and to experience like Chinese tech environment. Yeah, and these are the platforms which I'm working on for the past like few years. And yeah, if you are interested in any project, you can also get in touch with me. But here, like some of the most important points I would like to highlight after like all my work experience within this project. First, because we all work, I guess not just me, but probably also yeah, our participants today would like to find a job or find a career in the social impact field, or start your own company, yeah, and social enterprise or any social project. Yeah, so this is something I would like to recommend you to do. I think based on my experience, when you work on the social impact projects, what matters the most is the team. Because in the social enterprise, in the social project, you focus on creating some social value for the society. And you just must find like-minded people who would be equally interested in creating this social value for the society just as you. And I would say this is the first. And the second, because we are all young people, we are all young leaders, we are trying to make a change. I would say join communities. Yeah, there are various communities around the world. Yeah, in your city, of course, especially in China. Yeah, if you are based like in Beijing, in Shanghai, that's very easy to find a community you might be interested in. And because this community might, of course, will work for you, for your network. And this is the place, exactly the place where you can find a like-minded team, or probably your future co-founder, your future CMO, or someone else. Yeah, so just like if you are under 30, yeah, spend your time to join different communities and different platforms, just like I did, probably. It helped me a lot in my current work, and hopefully it will help me in the future. But this is where you just need to spend your time, yeah, with communities in your city. Then the next recommendation probably would be start with a narrow circle and just start. Because, for example, SCOLAR started from a narrow circle, very close, a circle of close friends. Yeah, this is something you can, yeah, this is like you can always work together because you probably know each other very well. It could be your classmates at university who are interested in the same topic. Yeah, but just start with your friends or like close circle. Also, very important recommendation would be search for mentors. Yeah, the same mentors which we have in Purpose in Motion, probably. Yeah, because they are all very qualified. Yeah, to become your mentors. Just never be afraid to reach out, because like what I found out within these several years is that everyone who's a little bit senior to you is actually willing to help you to build your startup and build your project and share the knowledge. Yeah, so just go and reach out, try to reach out to your potential mentors proactively, and also apply for various programs. Yeah, just like Huawei Seeds for the Future. Yeah, for Purpose in Motion. Yeah, join pitches. Yeah, pitch your project. Yeah, apply. And just like my friend says, application never hurts. And this is true. Yeah, you can get the rejection probably from some organization, from some companies, but somewhere, and usually this is exactly where you need to be, you will get the, yeah, acceptance letter. You will get something from this program. Yeah, so application never hurts, and just apply, and yeah, go ahead with your project and your ideas. So these are like very basic recommendations to our audience today. Hope it will help you. Yeah, and also for today, I would like to share some of the useful resources. If you are interested, for example, in social entrepreneurship and starting your project, but you don't know how to do it, or you want just to learn more about what's happening globally in the social entrepreneurship field, yeah, there are like several well-known organizations, just like SCOLAR Foundation, SCOLAR Center for Social Entrepreneurship. Also, World Economic Forum is working a lot on this issue, on this area. Yeah, so like social entrepreneurship. Yeah, also go to LinkedIn and other platforms. Yeah, and just join other yeah, useful programs in this area. Yeah, and reach out to the entrepreneurs, like social entrepreneurs with experience in this field. Yeah, and here are my contacts. So if you're based in China, you can just scan the WeChat code. If you're based like abroad, outside, yeah, just let's get in touch on WhatsApp or LinkedIn. Yeah, thank you so much. I think that would be all from my side for today, because it's already 30 minutes. Yeah, if you have any questions, I would be very pleased to reply to you. Yeah, and hopefully help you to move on your review ideas further. Yeah, and thank you. Would like to say thank you to Haolan, yeah, for this opportunity. Yeah, really happy to see that Purpose in Motion is celebrating the 10th anniversary already. Oh, cannot believe it. Yeah, and yeah, every time we have new batches of students, yeah, just really happy to lead these sessions with them. Yeah, to also be their judge. Yeah, and see how their projects are growing. Yeah, I think you are doing a lot for the global community of like future very successful entrepreneurs. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Olesia, for sharing the tips and advices to the youth and young entrepreneurships. Yeah, I guess at this moment we can get into the QA part. Yeah, so for our audience, Olesia just shared a little bit about her work, her journey, her story, how she comes all the way here, and how just I'm wondering for our audience, if you have any questions, feel free to open your microphone and ask directly. Or if you might be very shy, feel free to type under the chat box and I will read your questions for you. Then Olesia will answer that. So I'll leave a little bit of time for people to think about the questions or to, oh, I see. Leslie has a question. Leslie, do you want to ask by yourself or I'm going to read for you?
Thank you. I think may I raise a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead,
Yes.
Franklin.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, I think this is very unique and useful sharing for everyone. And I noticed Olesia have no many, I think, useful resources for like some world economic forum and some global alliance for social entrepreneurship. But I have a question if I want to set up a company maybe in the future, so what a useful resource can I draw?
Okay, so in terms of resources, I think the best can you hear me, right? Hold on.
Oh yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I think the best resource is still the people. and
Tell the
even
people.
like yeah, the people, and just sharing, listening to their experience is actually the best resource for any entrepreneur, because all the entrepreneurs are practitioners, right? We are not like too much into theory. So what I'm trying to do, for example, I think is just to talk to as many people as possible with very like asking very specific questions. For example, I face some challenges, then I just go to talk to someone. Or if I also meet some interesting people during the events, I also try to, find out how they started their company, what is their like a general vision or the big vision, beyond their company, and how they solve the specific issues. I think this is just the best resource. Like always, the people who are into this field already like experience, and then you can use like all other resources basically, which you can find on the internet. Where you can find these people we've experienced, I think it's first like it's different communities and different platforms, so just become part of it. And I would say, of course, like it requires time, because even for me, when I came to Beijing for the first like 2 years, probably I didn't know anything about like about the environment here in Beijing, about the startup ecosystem, or like which events are happening in Beijing. But this is something you need to invest into. And it is worth investing like your time into people's connection, and searching for the new resources. And Franklin, if you need like some specific resources, for example, you can just text me or add me and text me. We'll also share. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. Got your meaning. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Olesia, do you mind move to the page with your WeChat code and also your WhatsApp number for people to add?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for the question, Franklin. Yeah.
Knimi, right? Knimi, I think also would like to.
Yeah.
Knimi.
Knimi.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Knimi. Hello. Yes.
All right. Hello, Olesia. Good day. Thank you. I'm Kimi. I joined from Nigeria. So it's so interesting to listen to your case sharing. I really appreciate your tenacity. It means that you've been purpose driven for all this while. It shows a level of consistency in your work. I really have to appreciate that. Well done for the, good work thus far. Okay, I just have a question. All right. Just as you mentioned that we're in project-based economy. As a social entrepreneur, let me ask, because I've seen that you got involved in various groups and across the world. You've worked with various groups based on projects or personal or so. So I want to ask the line between your own personal projects and let's say for the people that you work for, how do you make it such that it doesn't interfere? What I mean is, let me just say I'm for a particular organization now as a not volunteering, I'm working for them, and then I want to start my own. So how do you do it in such a way that it doesn't interfere? Because I've seen that, you are constantly involved into your personal projects and also the companies also. How do you do it? And it's almost like the same thing. How do you cut it so that it doesn't interfere? So it doesn't look as though you want to start your own thing while you are still committed to the organization. So that is just my question. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Can you hear me, right? Okay, yeah. I can feel you. Yeah, and totally understand you, because yeah, I also experienced the same issue. Because I'm just involved in like several projects and also like turned one volunteering into a full-time job right now. Yeah, into a social enterprise. So yeah, can feel you. Yeah, can feel your question. Yeah. So if you want to work on something on your own, yeah, and have like you want to implement your idea, I would still recommend it's still like you need to have some sacrifices. Yeah, I think it's very hard to avoid, especially at the beginning stage. Yeah, when you are just starting to like implementing your idea into like real life. Yeah, making it come true. That might be very hard. It might be harsh for you. Yeah, for everyone. It's harsh for everyone. Yeah, but first, I think it's also like it's quite risky to transition from your current job to something what you would like to do full time. Yeah, and you in the very beginning you just need to combine it. Yeah, probably also trying to spend some of your free time for your project. For example, in the evenings or during the weekends or during the vacation. This is also something what I did before, because I basically started all these projects when I was a student almost. Yeah, and then they were like adding up and adding up. Yeah, and now I'm focused on them like pretty much. So just try to allocate some part of your free time to work on the new project you would like to start. And I would like also to recommend you to be like very serious about it and very strict and demanding to yourself with allocating this time. So for example, you just block some like time slot for yourself to work on your project, like after work, for example, or during the weekend. Yeah, because otherwise, if you don't block the time, you probably would delay working on your project, or you would feel too overwhelmed. Yeah, because you already have another full time. And this is something I think would be valuable. Yeah, block your time to consistently work on implementing your idea. Yeah, and bringing it into life. This is just a little sacrifice. Yeah, you can.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You can
Thank you
accept
so
it.
much for the answer.
Yeah.
Yes. You've
Thank
answered.
you.
Yes, you've answered. But the other aspect that I'm not yet clear about is considering the company that you are involved in. Company has policies as to what you can do outside. So, is there a way you can do it in such a way that it doesn't interfere with the company policy? Because some of the company policies will state
Oh, yes.
you can start your own, being the same kind of, services that you are rendering as one who is contributing socially to the maybe young ones and then it's the same thing that your company is doing. How do you do it in such a way that the company, you still secure your job for the meantime before you transition? It's a transitioning time. So how do you do it in such a way that it doesn't really interfere and maybe even lost in your job or so. So that is also as I want to confirm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is actually a very difficult technical question. Yeah, but yeah, this question is it's real. Yeah, I think it's very important. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think I was very fortunate to have a company which always, I think they always supported me to work on something else because I could bring the same experience to the company where I worked before. So it was not in the contradiction. Yeah, so probably for your full time, you can also try to do the same. So it's not like in the contradiction, but it rather, it aligns. I was lucky, to have the same. Yeah, but I know like some of my friends, when they had their own ideas, their companies actually they didn't encourage it that much. Then they it's also about the question, I think, about having like your team and co-founder. Yeah, because basically when you are starting like to work on something, you can, put more like, legal or like things on your co-founder instead of than like on yourself, like in the very beginning. Yeah, it might be a little bit tricky, but I think it's a scheme that might work probably. Yeah, for some of the companies. When you can work on the strategy and like operations and everything would be on another person probably. Then it won't get like into contradiction with your full-time job.
All right.
But
thank you.
yeah,
That is thank you.
That's a very
Yeah, I agree with Olesia that actually we have to sacrifice something. It's either like your time, maybe your sleep, your social life, or maybe if you feel like there are too many restrictions from your full-time job, you might also like have to pick one if it's too restricted. But it's a very good question. I'm sure that it's something that people face. A lot of people face right now because we're trying to do more things. We have full-time job, we have a part-time job, we have some projects based on our hobbies. It's very common. I feel like it's a very great discussion on what we actually want and what we want to sacrifice for that. Olesia, I'm not able to hear you again. Nope. Maybe lean backward a little bit.
okay.
Yeah, now it works.
Okay. It's just the question of millimeters. Yeah. What I wanted to add, a little bit. I just actually had a conversation with my friend yesterday. Yeah, when I participated in the summer Davos, here in China, big conference. And she shared that her company actually supports her with going to this event and supports her participation in another global community beyond her company. And here what she does is just like very clear explanation why this project or why this event could be useful to her company. Because in the very beginning, they didn't allow her to go to these events that much, or didn't allow her to participate in this community or in this project that much. But she just found the point, which is very aligned. Yeah, which is aligned. Yeah, like with her company's values and her company's mission. So basically, what she's trying to do is to, deliver this message that her work in another project is important or might be important for her own company. And then her company basically just changed their point of view and right now supporting her and giving her some holidays, to work on like another project. This could also work because we are all people and we can understand each other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Communication matters. It's not like we find it's too much restriction, then we quit. We can communicate. We can push the boundary. And I feel like that point is very inspiring. And after that, Leslie, she's the person asking question, but like I didn't got a chance to read it, and I'm going to read it right now. Leslie is curious about what do you think are the biggest challenges that young social entrepreneurs are facing right now?
Oh yes, a lot. Because I've also experienced a lot, and I guess everyone, who had experience in their own initiatives or projects, experienced the same. First of all, I think it's the lack yeah, it's not experience, but probably like knowledge about the running the company. Yeah, and like overcoming the issues of running the company. Because when you are a young entrepreneur or a young founder, young CEO, you probably don't know how to work with your employees, how to encourage them, how to motivate them, because it also like requires, because everything requires your energy, and like you spend your like, you know, emotions, on motivating people, for example. And when you just start your idea to implement your idea, you start to build your company. This is very crucial to find the proper people and the proper team. And because there is too much workload, there is like we are overloaded sometimes. The people who are working on the company, on the building of the company. We just don't pay that much attention to like proper management within the team, probably, and encouraging the team. But I think this is like very crucial. And because you need to kind of like preserve the same people, preserve the people you have, so that they can see the motivation and stay with you in your company and continue supporting you. Because those who come in the very beginning usually they are like your best allies, right? They are your best friends, because their vision is aligned with you. So I think like young entrepreneurs, they just need to pay attention to the team building, and motivation, and building this intrinsic motivation, internal motivation within the team. Also another challenge, probably would be, of course, financials, which is, but it's not like just about the social entrepreneurs and social enterprises, but also about commercial companies as well. You need like more financial knowledge, where you can get funded from, and how to build your product, how to position your product. And it might be tiring in the very beginning. And this is still an issue, very huge. But as we found out, like social enterprises and social projects, could be also very, very profitable. Just like the reports are saying. You just need to find that way to, your way out, and building successful products. That's all from my side.
Thank you for the answer. I feel like of course at the first beginning things can be very hard. There are like different obstacles, but I think it connects with what you just mentioned, Olesia, about meeting new people, talk to people. Whenever you feel like there's difficulty, feel free. You can just always talk to more people and try to see if there's anyone that might be helpful. Okay. I also I think we have enough we have time for one more question. Checking if our audience has any questions that you're curious or you want to ask Olesia about. If no question from the audience, I actually have a question that during the sharing, Olesia, you mentioned like how it's one of the sources actually for people to search for mentors. But like, of course, I feel it's most mentors, they are very willing to help. But like when people reach out, I'm sure there will be something that they need to prepare beforehand to show respect to the time of the mentor. So I'm wondering like, what are some tips that you think are very helpful or can help people to prepare better and to just find the best mentor before they reach out, or like the mentor who fits with them, who fit with their needs before they reach out. So it's kind of respected to the time of the both sides, and also how to initiate a conversation, how to build a relationship with the mentor, that kind of thing. If there's any tips from your side for the youth.
I think because mentors are usually like very busy senior professionals probably. But first of all, I think almost like every senior professional, not every, but most of the senior professionals are very willing to help the younger ones, especially if you have your own idea, which is quite good, which is probably quite unique. So you can reach out to the person you are interested in. What I was doing, I had the plan, kind of like I've prepared a template for like letter or the message to the potential mentor. Yeah, but of course, like every time, I was like customizing this message to the mentor which I wanted to reach out to, and I think that's very important. So what I did, I highlighted like my idea, yeah, why it is important and what it can actually bring. For example, what my project can actually bring to the community I'm part of, to the society, to the city where I'm living in. Yeah, so this is like something which can catch your potential mentor's attention. So like your message should be very customized to the mentor's interest, to the mentor's experience, to the mentor. Yeah, because mentor would potentially get interested in. Yeah. Also, yeah, the channel through which you reach out to mentor is also matters. I would suggest LinkedIn as a best platform to reach out to potential mentors, because LinkedIn, I'm just a fan of LinkedIn. Yeah, because this is the platform which also helped me a lot. Yeah, with like internships, with some projects, with new connections, yeah, with getting some potential mentors. I think I've never got any rejection from anyone on LinkedIn. Yeah, literally like never. And also try to spend time on research about your potential mentor. Yeah, what he or she could be interested in. Yeah, or how you can help. Probably you can also help the mentor somehow. Yeah, because when it comes to mentorship, it's not only mentor who helps you, it's not only senior professional who helps you, but probably there is something which you can help this mentor with. Yeah, and maybe it is some project you can help your mentor with, yeah, or something. I don't know, like I'm working with marketing, for example, and marketing and communication changes all the time. Yeah, now like Gen Z, even though like I'm also almost Gen Z, yeah, but like still like people a few years younger, they already look at marketing and communications from a different angle. And whenever I get any messages from the people and students younger, I actually get very excited. Yeah, because I think they just have a lot of fresh ideas. Yeah, much more fresh than ideas of mine. Yeah, for example. And here, like I can probably teach like students or teach like younger people something useful about communication strategy or like media strategy. And they can teach me something useful about the content which younger people actually want to watch and want to read and want to see. So it all goes both ways. Yeah, you can help mentor helps you, but you also help the mentor. Yeah, and you should mention this in your message to your potential mentor. Like, of course, I think it will work. Yeah, 99%. Yeah.
Yeah, great. I just received a DM question from Shuai Gong. They say I'm Oiko Suzhou member. I just Google a little bit. It's actually it's an organization in Suzhou. I think they have some relationship with Xianjiaotong Liverpool University. I'm not sure if they actually come from that university, but yeah, it's so they're like wondering, how do I make a difference here as a college student? So I think we don't know much details about the organization, about the like Oiko Suzhou, but I feel like how to make a difference as a college student at the first beginning. Maybe they have an idea, but how to actually make a difference can be a question that applies to a lot of people. So wondering what's your thoughts about that, Olesia?
Yeah, how to make difference. Yeah, also depends like in which area you would like to make difference, but I think everything can start from a very small scale, and it might grow to like a very, very big organization or a company or like some commercial company or the platform. So it depends like what vision you have in your mind. Yeah, but even if you start like with a very small team or just by yourself, I think it's just very important to start. Yeah, and this is where change happens. Yeah, because we all grow, platform grows, and ideas grow. Yeah. Also, I think it would be nice for the students to start from their own community first, especially when you don't have like several years of experience yet. Yeah, just search for some other initiatives you already have in your local community or at your university or like in your city. Yeah, I have been a part of several communities like that, just like Global Shapers. Yeah, I'm just sure you have the same in Suzhou. Yeah, of course, like for sure. Suzhou is also a very good city. So because this is where you can learn about like building some social impact initiatives, building the projects and how to run the project. And even though like, like this experience can be like pro bono, and I think like for students, it's also okay to work on such initiatives because they can give you just a bunch of experience, just so much experience, which you probably cannot get in other places. Yeah, so this is where you can get all this experience before starting like go into bigger company, yeah, before starting your work officially, yeah, before graduation. Yeah, so start locally because there must be something, yeah, which you have in at your university or city. Yeah, and then just work on bigger projects. But I think all the projects and all the initiatives are very important to build your knowledge and to build your expertise and to gain this experience because yeah, where else you can go? Yeah, it's like, yeah, first you can go to organizations which surround you, yeah, and to make some change there. Yeah, try to make some change.
Yeah, I agree with you. It actually reminds me of like the course design of the Tech for Good program that Tim runs. The first step of building maybe a startup project, the first step will always be try to identify a problem. So if you want to make a difference, try to start at the first step. Try to find a problem that you want to solve and start locally, as Olesia just shared. So yeah. Thanks
but
all
also
for asking. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, like there are global programs, yeah, just like you mentioned, yeah. Like I think there are just so many opportunities for students at this point which they can join, yeah, by starting some local initiatives and then like going globally or like having a chance to present their own idea at the global stage, yeah, and actually get funds, grants to continue to work on their idea. Yeah, so also, yeah, not just focus on local, but also join like the global initiatives. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so thank you for the tips and advice, all the information, Olesia. I think we can start to wrap up this session for today. Can I share my screen a little bit? So I would like to express our gratitude to everyone, to Olesia today as a speaker, and to everyone else to join the session today and also get involved into the conversation. We really hope that this conversation can be very helpful. And it would be a very great thing. Some of the audience here today actually start their own business. Actually, they become young entrepreneurs to solve some problems later. It will be a very great thing for us. And we actually look forward to seeing that. One sec. Can you all see my screen? Maybe no. Oh, yeah, you were able. One sec. Okay, let me reshare. Yeah. So here is a feedback code for, I would like to invite our audience to scan and fill it out. Your voice and your thoughts can help us to make improvements on our programs, on our events, so we can bring the programs and the contents with the highest quality to you and to our future audience later. So please take some time and let us know what you feel about this session today. Besides that, if we want to be connected with Kim, be connected with Olesia, she has shared her WeChat code and also her phone number. If you want to be connected with Kim and you're curious at what we do, what kind of programs that we provide to the young leaders and young change makers, please scan the QR code here and stay connected. You can find us on the website, on LinkedIn, and also through email. We're always here if you want to just join our programs, or if you want to collaborate, don't hesitate to let us know. And after that, we are going to take a group photo. It's going to wrap up today's session, and I would like to invite everyone to turn on your camera. If you are willing to, then we're going to take the photo together. Yeah, we have just one screen of people, so yeah, please take some time and turn your camera. We have find an angle. Okay. All right, I'm going to count down to 3 and take the screenshots. Okay, more people are turning on. Wait a little bit for them. All right, so I'm going to count down to 3 and take the screenshot. You can think about some like post gestures that you want to use. I am just yeah. Let me find an emoji reaction here. Okay, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Smile. All right. Thank you, everyone. Oh, should I just turn on his camera? Let's take it one more time to include one more beautiful smile into the picture. 3, 2, 1. Great. Thank you all for joining the session today. And we are going to have future series for the 10th anniversary event. Please keep an eye there on Team's website. We will like share more information later also about our programs. If you're curious about what Olesia does and what like if you need her help, feel free to connect with her and reach out to her for help. We look forward to seeing all of you later in the programs or in the future events. Wish all of you the best, and hope all of you can enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night, depending on where you are right now. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed the past 1 hour. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.